let's jump into our second part of our series of Date the Rate. Now, a question that I ask most of my borrowers is, what is the longest you've ever lived in a home? And on average, most Americans live in their home for about 8 years. So the fact of the matter is, you may get a 30-year fixed mortgage, but the entirety of living out that entire mortgage is unrealistic based on the national average of around 8 years living into a home. Additionally, I found that Fred put out a report of their economic data that the current 30-year fixed mortgage interest rate is sitting at 6.09% based on February 2nd. So we've obviously seen a downward trend in mortgage interest rates than where we've seen them in the last year, and half of that is due to the fact of inflation. Inflation is slowly reduced now down to 6.5%, even though it's still higher than where it has been in the last decade. Additionally, according to our mortgage reports, the average 30-year fixed mortgage interest rate between 1971 to 2023 was at 7.75%, still significantly higher than where it sits today. Additionally, the average 30-year fixed mortgage interest rate in the last decade was 4.31%, where last year it was sitting at 5.35%. So we're getting closer to that average that we're seeing in the last decade and based on where we sat last year. But one thing that I want to talk about is recession. Remember that a recession is 2 negative quarters of negative gross domestic product, GDP. A lot of people are hearing this on the news, and you might be fearful about getting into a mortgage based on hearing recession. I've said this in nauseam in other videos, so please check them out, that mortgage interest rates typically perform better during recessions. And keeping current matters confirm that mortgage interest rates typically fall during recession periods. So again, if you are considering to divorce your rent, you want to date your rate right now, get into the home, and have the opportunity to refinance, restructure, or potentially sell your home within that average period and gain that equity. There is opportunity that will future come about for us to hopefully have the option for you to lower your mortgage interest rate and furthermore your total mortgage payment every single month. Stay tuned for our last part of our series, which is marrying the house, to find out more. Have a great day.